Phenomenal Podcast.
Welcome to podcast 212.
212.
Wild animals.
Wow.
Let's go.
Bunch of wild animals. You know, last week I had an interesting fact about the number 211.
Yeah. Oh, that was not. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
210.
Oh, I'm sorry.
2 weeks
210.
ago.
Yes, 2 weeks ago. And I don't have a fun fact about number 212.
I do. I have something fun about 212.
Yes.
Jason is on the podcast today. 212.
Oh, there
That's
it
a
is.
fun fact.
Fun fact.
He's here.
Say hello into the microphone.
Hello, everybody.
There we go.
I'll hold this here.
Yeah.
I'm here. It's
This
my first
is-
time.
This
I'm
is
glad
our,
you're here.
IT production guy at church, and he's got an important job. Something visually doesn't look good, sound good. Just this is the guy, right here.
But if it looks great and sounds great,
Then,
it's also you.
yeah.
There, I should have said that.
I'm terrible.
I should have said that. I said,
I'm awful
if you
at my
like
job.
what you see in here, this is the guy.
You hate what you see
He
in
said,
here,
if you
I'm
hate
your
what
man.
you see, hate what you hear, it's this guy's fault.
I can't
What a
believe
way to make him feel welcome.
Yeah. If
Welcome, everybody.
you're upset with how your teenager's life is like, this is your guy right here to my right. No, I'm just
Wow. Great to be here, everybody.
Oh man, we got great podcasts.
We
today.
encourage each other on this podcast.
Or try to. We try to. I don't.
Very
my-
encouraging.
We got our segment 1, The Secret Life of a Pastor.
Mm-hmm.
We got segment 2, we got Bible Talk. And honestly, I'm excited about everything we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I'm actually very looking forward to hearing what Jason has to say about The Secret Life of a Pastor.
Uh-oh.
You know, because when it comes to production and a volunteer doesn't show up, it's scary.
It is scary.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's scary.
Like, oh, you were supposed to run sound today. Now you're not here. Like, that's not an easy, fix.
Nope.
Yeah, you can't call Timmy from down the street and say, "Hey, can you run sound, Timmy?"
Or just Johnny on the second row.
Yeah.
Can you come back here and just
yeah.
get some buttons for me?
Yeah.
You know, it's that's stressful. So we're going to talk about, stuff like that. Anyway,
It'd be great.
it'd be great. All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Shh. It's a secret.
Everyone sees Sunday, but we are going to talk about Monday.
All right, here we go. Secret Life of a Pastor. We're going to talk about what we do when a volunteer can't show up.
Mm-hmm.
And raise your hand if you ever had a volunteer who couldn't show up and didn't show up. Looks like all the hands are up.
Everyone's hand is up.
And it's stressful, is it not?
It's stressful. Yes.
And especially if the phone call or text message comes. The closer to the service the phone call or text message comes, the more stressful it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot better if they decline right when I request a month in advance.
And
Mm-hmm.
would you how often would you say that this happens? Like, let's say there's let's say there's 8 services a month. Of those 8 gatherings, how many of those does a volunteer say, sorry, I can't make it?
Say, if it's declining early, like when I reschedule, 3, 4. I've got I'm blessed with a great team who doesn't decline. They set blackout. I don't know if you guys have ever been on this app called Planning Center. That's what I'm talking about. It's a church scheduling app. So I'll send out a request and then they can accept, decline, whatever. But sometimes it'll be the night before, say twice a month or once a month, I'll get the night before, morning of decline.
Yep.
And then no explanation. Or sometimes usually it's a reasonable explanation. But it's stressful.
Okay.
It's stressful.
The fact you said 8 services a month, and I was like, oh, that's way too many. But it is. We do 8 services. That seems so crazy to me.
Yeah,
do
and that's
more.
on
We
just
do-
Sundays. We do 12 probably with
in
Wednesdays.
the summer. Yeah, but that's a lot. I
12.
didn't even think about that until now.
Yeah.
Live Preston reaction.
That's fine.
Wow.
And I would say for every gathering we have, somebody can't make it
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
somewhere.
somewhere, yes. Sometimes it's me.
Sometimes you're the one who can't make it.
If you eat lettuce
I was
and
going
get
to
a parasite.
because you had
Hey, team.
you had way too much lettuce last month, didn't you?
Yeah. The big warning goes out not to eat lettuce, and Jason just decides to turn into a vegetarian for a whole week.
Hey,
That backfired, yeah.
I just got back from Mexico, and I didn't eat a single ounce of lettuce, but it got me.
It got you just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's Mexico, though.
it got me 15 pounds of it. That's for sure.
Wow.
So
Who needs
Crazy.
Ozempic when you got lettuce?
what do we do then? What's your initial... Let's let people inside your heart and mind when you get that last-minute decline. Are you initially like sad, angry, frustrated? What other kind of emotions could there be? Are we boring you over there, Preston?
Yeah, I would say initially I get a little frustrated, but then I remember when I was young and serving on this tech team before the Lord opened the door for me to become the lead, I would be that Saturday night because I worked a weekend job a job that sometimes would have emergency tests on weekends that I wouldn't learn about till Saturday night if I'd have to go in on Sunday. And I would often, at like 10 o'clock at night, decline the computer operator position, which if you guys might not know that's like other than sound, computers, like they're both the topmost important positions that.
And it takes a certain level of skill and knowledge too. That's hard. You just don't pick somebody up off the pew and be like, "Hey, come do the computer for today." It's like, no, there's practice and rehearsal and then a set of skills. Like,
so I feel like the Lord has worked grace in me now as like, okay, I've done that. I'm
remember being in
receiving
their shoes.
they've got something going on clearly to where it's important.
Yeah, I try. I mean, initially I'm like, oh man, I'm not angry. I'm not like upset. I'm like initially like a little sad. Like, oh no. I was really hoping we were depending on them. And then immediately I'm like, I try to put myself in their shoes. Like, there's got to be something going on. I'm sure they're stressed about something. I'm sure they were stressed to decline. I'm sure they weren't excited to decline. I'm sure they're like, oh, I hope he doesn't hate me. I got to decline. And I'm like, so I tell myself, grace. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't destroy this relationship because this person's declined. But like, put yourself in their shoes and we'll try again next time. Don't worry about it. Preston, though, what do we like? Let people know sometimes what happens. Like, okay, all of a sudden, this person's just not here, and we have to just say it's not going to be as good today.
Yeah, sometimes. For me, especially, whenever there's like people who are serving, it's typically for me with like camera stuff. And so they're taking services for the night, they're taking video for the night, they're there to capture the moments and everything. And typically, that's usually on Wednesdays is when I schedule a lot of people to do that. Because usually I'm doing a lot of stuff on Wednesdays. I'm either preaching or I'm doing all of the sacerdotal stuff, which is
Fancy
like,
word for
which
emceeing.
is emceeing things, like closing worship, prayer, whatever that might be. And it can like when someone's like, oh, I can't do photos tonight. It's always like, oh no, what do I do?
Yeah.
That's my first response. And then I'm kind of like bummed, not at the person, but like at the situation. Like, oh no, we don't have someone to do something for tonight. What do I do? And so at least for me, typically that's when I can, I'll just step into it because I can do it. I'm here. I'm able. I'm not like above doing this or whatever.
Yep.
And so when there's that opportunity, like let's say if I am preaching, I can still take photos after service. I can still film stuff before service.
Before and after you're done preaching?
Yeah. And so it's just like finding a way to win.
Yes.
Finding a way to make it work.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're not being upset at the person because they have their own stuff going on. If they had to cancel, obviously there's something going on in their life. Mm-hmm. And so just stepping in and just finding a way to make it work.
Yeah.
At least that's like my mindset with the camera stuff. It's easier to do with the camera stuff than like running sound or something. But
yeah, absolutely. And the funny thing about this is I was thinking about this, and we'll maybe close right here. You can get to the Bible talk in just a minute. But like some of these positions, they can't be empty.
It's true.
They can't be unfilled. Mm-hmm. It's impossible. Like some positions are impossible. I think of some things like running sound. Like you can't have that unfilled on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
It has to be a sound man back there. I think
Definitely.
about but other positions, it's like, oh, it's okay if a greeter's not at that door tonight. Like it's not like gonna,
Yeah, there's like tiers.
Yeah.
and so some of these positions are like, hey, like if we were able to get like a text message like, oh, we don't have a sound man today, I'd respond back, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like there's no such thing as not a sound man.
Yeah, then what are we doing?
Because it's crucial. And so some of these positions, it can be stressful. And Cornerstone is heavily volunteer based.
It's true.
I would say like there's typically on a platform, 2 people are getting paid. At a tech booth, 1 person is getting paid. It's like, so the rest of the team is just all volunteer. And we work really hard. And I think we do a fantastic job at
We have great
recruiting volunteers, having great volunteers. If we do a really good job at replacing volunteers who can't show up. And then I think our team does a really good job of like just stepping up and like kind of working double duty sometimes.
Yeah.
And
All the
it's
teams
pretty
are great.
cool. It's pretty cool. And honestly, that's what makes the bond. Like the bond goes wild when like a team member steps up
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, I'm running double duty today. I'm running camera and lights. You're like,
Nice.
dude, you're boss mode today.
Yeah.
It's impressive
Yeah,
when
it is
people do that. And I
impressive.
think it always improves team morale and when you get cool stuff like that happening.
Oh, yeah.
You guys ready for some Bible talk?
I'm so
Oh,
ready.
yeah.
All right. I love me some Bible talk.
I love me some Bible talk.
One person in the Bible, Jesus specifically, calls worthless. I want to highlight the fact that this is a New Testament situation that I'm talking about. This is interesting to think that there's only one person in the New Testament or type of person in the New Testament that Jesus calls worthless. It's interesting too, who this person is.
It wouldn't be what you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so let's talk about some of the people that he didn't call worthless that you think he would, right? I'll name one and then we'll kind of go around and just keep going around in the circle until we run out.
Yeah.
The prodigal son
Didn't call him worthless.
didn't call him worthless. Who else?
Do you want like a specific like named person or just like
A title,
a title?
a name or a title would be fine.
Yeah. Let's say some kind of heinous sinner.
Okay.
Didn't call him worthless.
Yep.
He didn't call the rich young ruler who walked away worthless.
Ooh,
Yeah, there you go.
he didn't.
Jason's going specific.
How about the woman caught in adultery?
Didn't call her worthless.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Pilot.
How is that funny? I don't know why it was
I
funny.
don't know. I was.
Yeah, that's true.
I was
You're drawing a blank?
frantically. Yeah.
How about I'll help you out?
Barabbas.
Oh, that's a good
There you
one.
go.
Or Judas.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah.
good one. The thief on the cross next to him.
The other thief on the cross.
Yeah. Didn't say anything about that.
No.
Man, you'd think, though, these would be the people. He'd be like, what's wrong with you? You know?
Yeah, like even the one who put the spear in his side, they were
Yeah.
mocking him. He never called any of them worthless.
How about what did he say about the people who put him up on the cross? What were one of his last things?
Father, forgive
Father,
them.
forgive them.
Wow.
They don't know what they do.
Wow.
Yeah.
But there is a type of individual in the Bible that Jesus calls worthless.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, what is this?
Okay. Here we go. He rebuked the one who did nothing. Matthew 25. I'll read to you 24 through 29. Then this is the parable of the talents. So, in case you don't know, one person got 5 talents, one person got 2 talents, one person got 1 talent. The people who were given 5 talents, and is it 2 talents? They doubled them. So the 5 went to 10, the 2 went to 4. Then he gives this one person 1 talent. This is a base of money. Maybe a talent would be like a year's worth of a wage. And he comes back, and what did the guy who was given a year's worth of wages of money do with it? Look at. Then the servant with the 1 bag of silver came and said, Master, I knew you are a harsh man, harvesting crops you didn't plant, gathering crops you didn't cultivate. I was afraid I would lose your money, so I hid it in the earth. Look, here is your money back." But the master replied, "You wicked and lazy servant, you worthless servant. If you knew I harvested crops I didn't plant and gathered crops I didn't cultivate, why didn't you deposit my money in the bank? At least I could have gotten some interest on it." Then he ordered, "Take the money from the servant, give it to the one with 10 bags of silver. To those who use well what they are given, even more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But from those who do nothing, even what little they have will be taken away." Man, this is a parable about your resources, your talents, your time, your treasure, your talent. And I wrote some stuff down here. We can kind of expound on more of this.
Yeah.
Multiply. God wants you, Jesus wants you to multiply your talents, multiply your gifts, multiply your money, multiply your resources. Can't live in neutral. Can't live a life of protecting. Can't play it safe. All these things. If I hear those words, kind of protecting, neutral, playing it safe, Jesus is specifically saying those things are not good. So your skills, your investments, all your conversations, all those things that you refuse to initiate and go after, that's Jesus is saying that's not a good thing. Interesting. What would you say you feel like is a talent you've been given that you feel like you are doing well at, like the idea of multiplying it? What would you say is a talent that you've been given that you feel like you've been doing well at multiplying it? Which one of you guys would like to go first?
You can go first, Jason.
Oh boy. Let me think of one off the top. I think a talent. I mean, it's not a great talent. I'm not saying I'm a master of anything, but a talent that the Lord has given me, maybe in the ministry, would be like creativity.
Yeah.
In a sense, and feel like when I started, I was always trying to figure out ways to grow and creating the looks and feels.
Yes.
For our church. And getting help. I mean, all three of us work on them together.
So that you said look and feel. That's kind of an insider
guess,
church word that we use.
Yeah. Church graphics. And when Pastor Tim's preaching, you'll see behind him, there's a screen, message title. In the summer, it'll have a vibe. Winter, different vibe. Christmas, we make all those. Pretty much all of them now in-house.
Yes.
And when we started, if you look at when we started to now, it's something I've been trying to really grow, is making it more professional, making it more creative, making it something that flows with the service and doesn't take away. And I feel like that's a talent that the Lord gave me that I really wanted to grow, to make, because I feel like the tech vision is, seeing lives change through sight and sound. And that's sight for me. So that's one area I really want to grow the church, is through that. So I feel like using creative market, trying to go outside of my comfort zone and building different slides and making sure they're professional, getting help from others, because I tend to be one who would always think, I can do it on my own. But then when you have multiple ideas, multiple people who can say, no, you think that looks good, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then
it's
you look at it
hard
again,
at first, but then you realize they're on your team.
Yeah, they want to help.
Yeah, they want to help.
But yeah, so that's kind of one of the things I feel like I've been trying to grow, is being creative for the Lord, and just not only with that, but with everything, with church news videos, with church videos, with just everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So what about you,
Yeah,
Preston?
I would Jason, I would say I'm kind of in the same boat as you with the creativity thing. Because if I look back on my life, like even as a kid, I was super creative. I would like make my own like comic books and my own superheroes and my own like stuff that would like happen in these comic books, and I would love to draw.
You made your own superheroes?
I did.
Do you remember like the names of them and their like superpowers?
Not really.
Oh, darn! I was hoping you could like.
I did. There was. I remember this. It was one comic book series that I made that was like my favorite one to make. It was about these two cavemen who ended up like robots from the future came to like conquer them.
Okay.
And so it was like cavemen fighting robots and ninjas and stuff. I was like 7 years old, so I thought it was like the greatest thing ever.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's sweet.
I like it. All right, so yeah,
But I can like thinking back, just as a kid, like I was always creative. I was always drawing, always doing stuff. And now, with what I do here, God's given me the opportunity to do a lot of that creative stuff as well. Mm-hmm. And I kind of forgot that I was creative until I started kind of like with Jason doing graphics and doing videos and doing things like that, and coming up with new ideas on how to design stuff. And then it kind of made me remember like, oh, God made me as a pretty creative person. God made me as someone who likes to create things. And so I'm just grateful that God gave me that opportunity and helped me kind of like remember that gifting that he gave me and given me the opportunity to help it grow.
Yeah, and it's a blessing being under a pastor, like under Pastor Luke and Pastor Tim, that are open to fun ideas and making Pastor Tim a Star Wars character for a church news announcement.
Yeah.
And, you know, it helps when you have a supporting staff and leadership that opens a door for that.
I agree. It does help. And are investing into it, kind of like they always have those, like paying the price or putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Like giving us the equipment and tools necessary to be extremely creative. And that we're lucky to have that. And I think about even just me personally, I always had a sense that I had some sort of natural leadership ability. And I felt like I was able to put that into real practice when I came on staff here. The ability to create a team, to build a team, camaraderie, friendship. We're all like working toward a goal, a vision. We're accomplishing something together. I felt like that was a talent that the Lord had given me. But I was never entrusted to put it into practice until I honestly was in college. And I got a taste of it in college, and I felt like I learned a lot on that journey when I was a youth pastor in college. And it was like very exciting. And I remember thinking to myself, getting this job, I have this talent. I don't want to put it to waste. I want to multiply it. I want to grow it. I want to learn more. I want to be the best I can possibly be. Will I make mistakes along the way? Sure. But I was still like focused more on if I make a mistake trying to get better, that was worth it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Like you're going to try this new thing and, it stunk. But it wasn't about being perfect. I learned all these things along the way, and when I try again, I know it's going to be better.
Yeah,
like,
and
exactly.
at least you tried.
Yeah,
and at least you went for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah,
and I've tried a lot of things that didn't work, and I just said, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it wasn't about being perfect when I tried it. It was like a test.
Yeah.
And if the test went well, then let's go ahead and do this again. And if the test went bad, that's okay. It was just a test, and you know what? No harm, no foul. Let's try again. Let's try. But like I always felt like that was a talent Lord given me. I've always been creative as well. People always tell me, "Oh, you're creative," but like to put it to the test or to practice creativity is a whole nother thing. It's one thing to like sit in your room and create like a game, a comic book, a character, a drawing. It's just you.
yeah,
And it doesn't like impact people as much. And it's another thing to be like, all right, now you got a wife and you got a kid and you got a job and you got 1,000 people coming to church this week. And this thing I created It's going to be seen by everybody.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. Like that's another level where you testing your creativity and your skills. And I'm always on that, like that train of we've got to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got to try it.
Yeah, I mean, it's so worth trying because we're all sports fans here. And I think that there is something really special about an athlete who maybe at the start of their career was really, really bad, who didn't perform well, who was labeled a bust, who thought their career was never going to go anywhere. And they keep going.
Yes.
They keep trying. They keep trying to find success. And eventually, when they have that success, when they have that big moment where they finally arrived, people are like, oh man, look at the perseverance. Like people don't remember all the mistakes that they made years down the line. I think of like Sam Darnold. Like he was drafted by the Jets 3rd overall, and he was really bad for the first like 6 years of his career.
Yeah.
He bounced around Jets, Panthers, Niners, and then he got a shot with the Vikings and turned it into a big deal with the Seahawks. But he just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because he didn't give up, he didn't stop. He had really bad years, but he was willing to keep going and like, okay, maybe I'll try being a backup QB and see what happens there. I think of like Josh Rosen, who was in that same draft class. He had way more talent than Sam Darnold did, more college experience, but he had one really bad rookie year and got traded, and then he retired. He wasn't willing to try. He was taller than Sam Darnold, had a better arm than Sam Darnold. He had a better college career than Sam Darnold, but he wasn't willing to try. And I think it's just something to remind us that, you know, God's given each of us a talent. God's given us each of us gifts, and no matter, like, you're not going to be great at it the first time you try it.
Nobody's great.
Yeah, you're
Nobody's
not just like going to wake up one day and be able
Yeah.
to squat 500 pounds. You got to work out every day.
Yeah,
to
you need
get
to
there.
you need to work, and you know, God's given us each talents and gifts, and even if you try to go out and use it and it's not great the first time, that's okay. You can learn from it. Again, you're not doing it alone. God's helping you through it, but He's given you that talent and that gift for a reason.
Yeah.
And we should try to grow it.
I agree. Let's end like that. You know, the Lord has definitely given you a gift.
It's true.
You have also, we've all been given the gift of time. And use it wisely. You have a talent. You have a treasure. Multiply it. Invest into it. Go after it. Try something, because you don't want to fall into the category that Jesus has put some people in, and that's the category of worthless.
Yikes.
I don't want to fall into that category. I want to try and make mistakes along the way. All right. It's been great to be with you today, audience.
Yeah.
It's been great.
All right, everybody. Catch you on the next one.
See ya.
Youth and Young Adult Podcast. Youth and Young Adult Podcast. Youth and Young Adult Podcast.